You're watching Suck Professor. Hello everybody, it's me Hank. I'm joined by
James.
Superhero James. Hey buddy, nice skin tight suit there, you fancy boy. Who knew you had such nice abs?
Thank you.
Never would have guessed. The most sit-ups I've ever seen James do is when he sleepwalks out of bed to go. I have a camera. Shit, I shouldn't have said that. All right, hey everybody, we're gonna do a shot-by-shot Justice League recap, or not recap, screen trailer breakdown. We're gonna go real detailed. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna explore every little nook and cranny of this thing. Also, I don't really know what I'm doing or talking about, so we're probably gonna say some bullshit that's gonna irritate people. James, any comment?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to irritate a lot of people. I'm not a comic book guy, but I have read up a little bit on this. I do like Batman versus Superman. I do know some of the characters and have a general idea of what's going on, but if I say something wrong or stupid, let me know.
Yeah, we're not the Smithsonian, so just calm the fuck down is that's what I'm trying to say, right, James?
Exactly.
Is that the right attitude you should take towards strangers who are nice enough to watch your video?
All right. It's called Suck Professor for a reason.
We suck at this, so... All right, let's get into it. Here we go. I want to watch some of this video.
This is the new Zelda game, right?
This is Zelda. Yep, that's Eponia. That's Zelda. You can build fires, and there's Blizzard. No, joking. Of course. We don't know where this is, so we open up on a shot here. Look, it's a horsey and a guy out on a glacier or some kind of frozen mountain. This actually reminds me of my childhood because it looks like my parents' love for me.
Yep. We can kind of infer who this is and where it is and what the person's doing because we hear a voiceover that sounds like Ben Affleck. So we know this is potentially Batman.
Well, I didn't... I mean, yes, I'm not disagreeing. I'm dumb. I didn't notice it was Ben Affleck. I was like, oh, that just sounds like some guy. What gave it away for me is the fancy leather, shiny new black stuff, kind of like your sister's annoying boyfriend. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody hates their sister's boyfriend because
there's way too many of them. I can't keep track.
Well, not your sisters. Oh, okay. I mean, the Universal sister's annoying boyfriend who has a shiny black leather jacket, which is what Teen Batman would wear, right? Teen Batman, and do you think him and Teen Wolf ever hang out? So then we got a close-up shot on some kind of animal's face, a horse, right?
Yeah, so at the end of the last movie being Batman versus Superman.
Look at this nice tack.
Yeah, yeah, that is pretty.
There's a weapon.
He's fairly rich, so
he
can afford the best from the North. Was it North Face or whatever that place is?
Patagonia.
Okay.
North Face, Patagonia, REI. There's even more expensive ones than that if you're really annoying. Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah, at the very end of that movie, we saw him putting together a dossier of certain people he was looking to hunt down, like Armageddon style. By Armageddon, I mean that crappy movie from like 1999, where with they're hunting down the one person after another.
Yeah, yeah.
Sort of like that. So they got to do one of those intro things, like this is so and so. Like Suicide Squad's a better example.
Ben Affleck is in that film.
Yes, he is.
He makes out with Aerosmith's daughter.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
So essentially, I think in this part of the film, he is going after Aquaman.
What?
Yeah. He's going to the frozen Arctic.
Well, you're jumping ahead. We don't even know who the fuck we're looking at here yet.
I just said it was Batman.
Well, I know you said it's Batman, but they haven't revealed it's Batman.
His voice.
Well,
that's a big enough reveal for me.
All right, and knock it off, Sherlock Holmes. Okay, we're not all.
And that stands for well, it's Batman.
Well, it's Batman. A time, well, it's Batman Company. DC, look, that stands for duck. It's Catman, woman. Catman do. All right, James, yours is better. Okay, glaciers. Well, why would Aquaman be in glaciers?
Glaciers are made of water.
Why did I call him Aquaman? Yeah, he's Iceman. He can swim through ice. I don't think it's obvious he's going after Aquaman.
Well, you think about the different characters in the movie. He's going out trying to put together this elite team. He's clearly not going after Wonder Woman. He's definitely not going after Cyborg.
Who's the other guy?
The Flash. He's not going to Flash.
Flash Frozen. Okay, look it up. All right, watch MythBusters.
So the only thing that makes sense to me in this context is Aquaman.
All right, fine. All right, fine. So okay, I'm not gonna. All right, so look, he's a guy on a horse. He's got the hairy mask thing on his guy thing, and now he comes up. Okay, now we're at a sea. Now we have liquid water. Now there is potential for life. Okay, James. I've been watching Neil deGrasse Tyson. I know what I'm talking about. So some kind of remote fishing, kind of industrial, middle of nowhere village, Kodiak Island, Alaska. You ever heard of that place, James?
No.
It's just a big island filled with two women and 400 men. Terrifying. Look at his jacket. He's wearing a fancy pea coat. Look at this thing.
It's got no snow on it.
Could he? Alfred, give me the big pockets. I want the big pockets. I'm sorry, sir. There are no big pockets. That's all right. That's I don't want people to think they're actually watching the movie, so I'm not going to do my impressions the entire time.
Oh yeah, that would be jarring.
It is. Look, he's got a pocket for his armpit. You think that's so he could put on deodorant without having to take off his jacket? Just jams his hand in there. All right, so now we find out this is Batman. This is the best Batman. Ben Affleck. best Batman next to George Clooney.
Batfleck.
Batfleck. It's because that's if him and Batman dated.
Yeah.
Who do you think was the best Batman of all the guys?
Best Batman. I mean, I got tired of him near the end, but I like Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, fuck that.
I like the first.
Hey,
you know.
Hey, spend some of your billions cutting that fucking booger off your eye, you weirdo. You're rich.
Michael Keaton was pretty darn good, too.
Michael Keaton was pretty fun.
Oops.
That was just such a cool portrayal, though. The whole Michael Keaton, I don't know. He didn't seem like the kind of guy that would be Batman. Of course, he worked out a little bit, got a little buff for it, but he's still not like that guy.
Val Kilmer sucked.
Val Kilmer was brutal. George Clooney, fucking amazing. George
No.
Clooney was the best.
2 words. What's the 2 words everyone says about George Clooney Batman?
Get frozen.
Bat nipples.
Bat nipples, exactly. That one thing I
Unacceptable.
like. You know what? One of the deleted scenes, those nipples lactate. He sprays everybody in the room, and then they get nutrition, and they get a little immune system boost. All right, so I've seen this guy before. He gets killed by the Terminator in Terminator 2.
Nice. No, but I like I said, I've been reading up a little bit about this, and it turns out I believe that guy's name is Silas Stone. He is the father of Victor Stone, I think it is, who is the character that emerges as Cyborg in this movie. And he is in possession of something called a mother box, which is in the corner right there gyrating around.
Mother box. Wow,
yeah.
I could say lots.
And you can assume that either he or his son are football players from the trophies that you see right
One
there.
would assume that. Either that or they're vacuumers. They own a housemaid service. They're both cleaning ladies.
Yeah, and
he
he does
have
have
a long line of cleaning ladies.
Yeah, he's got a mother box, but he also got the new 1080 Ti, but he's not water cooling it, so he's really, you can tell it's overheating.
It's overheating. That's why it's shaking and glowing and changing shape. James is talking about a new video card that's pretty fancy, and it's brought a lot of joy to our lives, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, does he have a thing on his face too? Cut it off! I'm so tired of these people with money that have shit on their faces. But if you're poor, I understand. Even if you're not poor. Uh-oh, who's that behind him?
Yeah, so the thing behind him, it turns out, is something we've seen before. In Batman vs. Superman, when Batman is having a nightmare, he sees these things flying around and attacking. They're like little flying monkey type things.
Yeah.
But I don't know a lot about them. All I know is that they're from a place called Apocalypse, and they're called Parademons.
Parademons? Are they, they're not, they're just goons.
Yes, they're fodder.
Fodder.
From what I understand.
Superheroes gotta punch other bad guys before they go punch the worst guy.
Yes.
That's how all I just summarized every single superhero movie ever made.
Yeah, and their presence, because they're from Apocalypse, not, it's spelled like Apokolips, not this traditional way you think apocalypse would be spelled, but because they're present in the movie, people have speculated, I don't know to what degree of success, that the main villain is going to be a guy named Steppenwolf, who I don't know a lot about, other than the fact that he hails from Apocalypse.
Yeah.
And he's like the uncle of Darkseid, who was a big player in the DC universe.
Darkseid? James, have you been on my OkCupid profile?
No.
See, that's my hack joke. I gotta say it once every episode.
Formidable opponent, that's all I can say.
Well, plus this guy doesn't look like a superhero. He's just a dad. He's gonna get his ass kicked.
I don't know if he used to be a cyborg guy and he passed the powers to his son, or if he has any sort of abilities. All I know is that he showed up briefly in Batman vs.
I don't know anything about their background. So
Neither do I.
The cyborg, was he a cyborg baby and he slowly grew in like 7 of 9 or something?
Yeah, he got his hand caught in a can of peas as a child, and his father couldn't get it off, so he started building a cyborg suit around him.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. And what the crazy part is, though, he found the can of peas before he emerged from the womb.
Yeah.
That's how that's how they you can trap monkeys that way. You put food inside a log.
Are you referring to his mother's birth canal as a log?
No.
No. Someone shoved corn into?
Well, if you had hear me out. You put food inside a log in a hole that's wide enough for a monkey paw to fit through if their fingers aren't fisted. So then they grab the food and they're too stupid to let go of the food. So now their hand won't emerge from the log. So it's like putting on handcuffs. But all you got to do to get out of the handcuffs is let go of the food. But they're dumb monkeys, so they don't know that they're baboons too. And then anyway, I saw it on National Geographic.
I'm going to distance myself from the theory that he was delivered by monkeys.
No, I'm not saying he was. I'm saying if you had a can of peas inside your mom's womb and you were too dumb to let go of it, your hand might get stuck upside your. All right, that's worse. All right,
it's getting bad.
I'll delete this part.
No.
But I just want to point out this guy here. Not very good camo. Bright glowing eyes. Come on, supervillains, think it through. I know you're looking for an intimidation factor, but not what I would do. What's more intimidating than light? No light. Mm-hmm. If that motherfucking angel of metal death just stood up behind you and you turned around, but what if, of course, he's got to make noise or something. All right, so that's a worrying development.
So the general idea of the movie is that the Parademon is coming to Silas Stone's house to get the mother box. because the mother box is a thing of great power.
Okay.
And she'll blink twice to confirm.
Yeah. Yeah, here. Blink twice if you love me. 1, 2.
Man, her eyes control the
Yeah!
light in the room.
Oh, look, she shops at the same black leather jacket store as Bruce Batman.
So
okay,
that, of course, is Gal Gadot playing Wonder Woman.
Gal Gadot is the actress's name?
Yes.
Oh, she's spectacular. I thought in the Wonder Woman movie, no, the Batman movie where she shows up and she beats up a bunch of people, I thought she was great in it.
Yeah, I thought I was kind of on the fence about it before the movie came out because I didn't think she had like the muscle tone and had the ability and the accent and all that kind of stuff. I thought maybe she's not going to be a great Wonder Woman.
Or the water skiing ability.
So I liked her though.
She's good. I think they did a good job choosing her as to play that role. I'm
I
all
hate
about
that the
it.
original trailer for Batman vs Superman completely ruined her entrance though.
How did it do that?
It showed her fighting, landing in her big pose and opposing the main villain. So it spoiled her entrance and it spoiled the main villain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Terrible thing.
Okay. So these two are together. And as everybody knows, spoiler alert, Superman is dead.
As of now, yes.
This takes place in the fallout after or subsequent to that event, the events of that story.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with what this is essentially Marvel has the Avengers, DC has Justice League.
Right.
It's all the big hitters coming together for one franchise movie.
Yes, right.
And this kind of shows that DC really doesn't have as cool heroes as
But
Marvel.
they have a couple of huge ones, Superman and Batman.
Yeah, yeah.
And then now this is their B team is
yeah, they're like, well, what else do we have? They're shaking the pecan, seeing what falls out.
They're shaking they're turning over a Cracker Jack box, hoping for toys and stuff.
And Cyborg falls out and like, oh god darn.
Yeah, Cyborg. Oh man, I wanted a tattoo. Yeah. I wanted a tattoo of a teddy bear. Okay, so, oh my god, we got a guy. Uh-oh.
One thing I do want to say is that in terms of the coolness of characters, Aquaman has been a long-running gag. He has been the biggest joke of superheroes ever, and now you've got freaking Khal Drogo playing him, so maybe that's going to change.
Jason Momoa?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Is it Mimosa? Yeah, this guy's just made to be attractive to women and men, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, he is a hunky fellow. I mean, come on. Now he's wearing tattoos, he's got long hair, and he's he's all wet. I mean, come on, look at him. Is he on a rock? He's on some kind of boat or something. That's like an overturned hull. I think.
And it looks like
there's a fellow right there.
Is that a person or is that a deflated dinghy?
That's the person.
That's a person.
I see an ear and a face.
So it's obviously a boat that he's on. So he's rescuing a fisherman.
That's what we assume. Either that or he's on a date. That's going very poorly. Oh no! Look out! It's water. Oh no! Of course he's Aquaman. Look how it blasts his hair. Let's get a look at his hair. See, look at that. That's kind of fun. Kind of like me when I go to the hot tub store after hours. I break in and I turn on the jets and I just let my pubes fly. So, you know, this is kind of interesting. We got to point this out. So his tattoos...
It's like fish scales.
Yeah, fish scales.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's kind of like he's a fan of Alice in Wonderland. He's covered in hearts.
No.
No.
That also works.
No, not at all. But he's bearded. He's hunky. He's got those light eyes, which are kind of intimidating and weird.
Wouldn't it be more awesome if he had like a fish mouth?
Yeah.
And all he could do was just like make fish sounds.
And his only line is, "It's a trap!"
Yeah.
What's on his forehead? He's got some fucked up shit up there. It says a tattoo. Did he scrape it against a reef?
I don't know. It looks just like veins.
Maybe he got caught in a fisher net. I bet there's some sort of... Well, do you know his origin story?
Fisher net?
Fisherman's net.
A fishing net.
It's trying to save time, James. I don't want these to get too long.
Does he wear fishnet stockings?
Yes, he does. He wears fishnet condoms and fishnet stockings. Well, you know, he doesn't reproduce the way we do. Everybody... Hey, here, message to the women, okay? Hey, fellas, you can put down your earphones for a second. Talking to the ladies. When you want to bang him, he's not going to give it to you human style, okay? He reproduces fish style, so he's just going to wait for you to lay a pile of eggs, and then he's going to come by a couple of minutes later and release his spawn into the air, okay? It'll float around in a big cloud, and a tiny percentage of it will reproduce. That's not very attractive. It's not fun sex.
You know what I really hope? There's going to be a scene where Bruce Wayne is sitting in a very fancy upscale restaurant eating caviar, and he's going to walk in and just start throwing up everywhere.
Not throwing up. He's got some...
My babies!
No, he's got a whole... Oh, no. James, I thought you were going... No. He doesn't come in and throw up. He comes in and he spawns all over Bruce Wayne's
I'm
lunch.
not saying that Bruce Wayne is eating
Caviar.
Aquaman's caviar.
No. No, spawning is... The female squirts out a big pile of eggs.
Yes.
And they look like little balls, which is,
yes.
It's how eggs kind of go. And then the male comes by, as most men who have access to the internet do, probably on a fairly regular basis. Except he wasn't using a tissue; he was using Bruce Wayne's caviar.
Moving on.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's why would he throw up? No, come on, James.
Well, if I saw someone...
You've been hanging out with me.
If someone's eating my babies, I'm going to be disturbed.
Well, yeah, you'd be disturbed by but they're not his eggs. He would want to impregnate the eggs. And maybe Bruce Wayne takes them back to Alfred, and he says, "Hello, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. I've always wanted some caviar covered in Aquaman's cheese." All right, sorry.
Oh, good lord.
All right, so now here he comes. Oh yeah, we got to watch the whole thing here. We got like a nice little video to play. Okay, so there's audio here, by the way, everybody. Listen.
Arthur Curry, the Aquaman.
The Aquaman.
It's on him.
Oh, it's on him. Oh, don't look at that guy. All right, so let's get into screenshots. He walks in
and takes it back.
Look how big he is. He has to duck down to get through the thing. That's how you know you're hunky. And then boom, on the table. That looks like Ben Affleck's brother. Right there. Not really.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a passing resemblance.
What if this is their dinner? Like this is like he's actually fishing for them. These guys are cannibals. Arr, thank ye. We love a good sea lover.
This is the citation one.
Yeah. He's stringy, just like we like.
Aquaman's a pirate now.
Could this guy be a little more cliche back here? Come on.
Oh, he's got like a freaking cargo net on as a sweater.
That's Irish, one of those
whoever
Irish.
knitted that sweater, whatever grandma needs to up her game and tighten up the sweater.
Wool, James, do you know what wool?
Yes, wind will blow right through that crap.
No, those aren't holes.
Those are holes.
This is like that weird
he
Irish.
breathes through that. That's how Irish people are.
No, Irish people, no, they deserve love too. These are not. Wool insulates while wet. It's one of the cotton will actually fuck you up if you get wet with cotton, but wool can actually still hold heat.
Yeah, but in terms of
survival, that's why fishermen don't wear cotton. They get fucking wet. You get a little bit wet and you're fucked because it's cold.
But for wind, that would suck.
No, it's nice and thick. You got to put one on. I'm gonna get you one for Christmas. Maybe for Valentine's Day, or maybe possibly even Arbor Day. We'll see. So he's got some more hunky tattoos. There he goes. He takes a bottle. He goes, "It's on him." That's his payment. You think he gets pulled over for swimming while drunk?
Yes.
It's an SWD. All right, so now we got to another guy. Let's watch the video and we'll back up. Boy, this is going on way too fucking long. I'm sorry.
Organic and biomechatronic body parts. He's a cyborg.
You should probably move.
You should probably move. Okay, organic and biomecha something.
Yeah, so let's go shot by shot on this one. This is obviously Cyborg.
Yep, he's got his third eye up here.
Right.
That's for scanning barcodes.
Right. QR codes. And this is the son of Silas, I believe is Victor Stone, if I'm getting that right.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
We can see right here, he's in some sort of... this is like a desert, or is this another planet? But he's clearly holding a mother box.
Yeah, either that or that's it's a shopping crate or something. Yeah, but that's
a new hat.
Box. Yeah, he's got a hat in there. That's an Xbox 2.
Yeah.
Driftwood. Yeah, I don't know what environment he's at there.
So he might be on Apocalypse. He might be in some devastated wasteland after a giant explosion.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yep. It could be any standard American city for all the fuck we can tell based on where this country's fucking going. Okay, look, now we got something going on
here. So we
here.
see him coming down, and right below, well, not him coming down, something's coming down.
Yes.
Looks like, is it a parademon or something?
Oh, like they cut. Look at that. Look at this guy standing here in the middle.
Not just any guy, that's his father, Silas Stone.
Oh yeah, he's wearing that same jacket, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then he ducks and... Oh, he blasts it out of the way. He saves his life.
So is it like a piece of concrete or stone?
Yeah, it looks like a chunk of a building, I think. It's being led by some rocks and stuff. Yeah, maybe it's like what do they call those dogs that have wings?
Dogs that have wings?
That are made out of concrete.
Gargoyles?
Gargoyles, yeah. Maybe someone knocked out gargoyle. I always thought dropping a gargoyle on someone's head would be a fun way to kill them.
Yeah, that's how I want to go.
Yeah, why not? That's how all my grandpas have died. They were dogs. Boom! He nails it. Take that thing. I look like Trevor Noah right there. Doesn't it look like Trevor Noah? It totally does.
Not really.
Well, that one screen right here, right there, he does. All right, now it comes into focus. It's not obvious now, but he's cool. He's like a Terminator 2.
Yeah, he's not a terribly well-known superhero, but yeah. I think he looks cool so far.
From what I hear, people are excited to finally see this guy turn up in the show, in the movies, because Cyborg has not been around. And then boom, boom, we got a thing with a city. Let's try to figure out what town that is.
So that's a tank being thrown at a cop.
Yeah. And I'm going forward now. Yeah.
And Cyborg saves him. So, okay, so Cyborg can pretty much fly like Iron Man.
Yeah, he's Iron Man. I mean, that's what he is.
Yeah, he's Marvel's Iron Man. Marvel
DC's
Marvel
Iron Man.
has an Iron Man, so DC's Iron Man, yeah.
Boom. Oh, look, he zips in. Let's look. So watch from the right side of the screen is where he comes from. Whoop. Right over here. Ready? Oh, no. Oh, cease and desist. Flaming rolling tank. Uh-oh, my powers don't work. And then he comes in from the side.
And if you look really closely, you can see the fishing line that he's on.
Yeah, the fishing line. It breaks and they both die. Boom! He nails it with his back. He's a big tough guy. And then he says something to the cop. Of course, the cop has his gun out in case he's got to shoot that tank. Make sure that it shows its ID. Here, let's listen to his line again. Here, this is a good one. Ready, everybody?
You should probably move.
Oh!
All right, now before we go,
that cop's not gonna leave that out of the report.
Okay, so before we go any further,
I
right
fucking
now,
hate stupid slogans.
whose place is this?
This is Tony Stark, obviously.
Nope.
So that happened. That's my new slogan.
So
by the way.
yeah, go forward a couple screens.
Oh yeah, we gotta lighten it up a little bit, I think. Okay, he's
Okay, so it's a young kid coming into a bank of computers, and we can see Batman sitting right there.
And we know it's Batman because he's not using Mac. He's using Windows 10, and that's why they're all fucking shitty and terrible.
What is really cool about this scene right here?
Well,
we know it's the Flash, of course, because there's the Flash's costume right there.
Yeah. Oh no. This is the Flash's lair, not.
Yeah, and Bruce Wayne is waiting for him there as he comes home.
I just assumed Bruce Wayne because he seems so comfortable.
No, it's a little low rent for Bruce Wayne.
All right, you're asking me. So we got a skull. We got the suits. You're asking. He's working on his comic book over here.
He's
this
got
one's
Rick and Morty playing on the monitor right above your cursor.
Porn. Where's this dresser right here? What are you talking about? This?
Rick and Morty is playing on the monitor to the right.
Which one?
The one that you keep to the right? Right there, yes.
Oh, that's Rick and Morty?
Yeah, it is. Play it a little bit, you'll see.
Oh, yeah, Rick and Morty. Okay, there it is. Yeah, that's like a sci-fi. I haven't watched it. I've never seen it. People keep telling me I would like
Justin
it.
Roiland, good stuff.
They say it's about a bunch of sad stuff. People say, yeah, you'd like it. Not sad, but like it gets into some crazy territory.
Yeah, so this is the
Rick and
introduction for
Morty.
the Flash.
Yeah, so this is the Flash's lair. I'm really dumb. I'm not good at this at all. I shouldn't be putting this crap on YouTube. It's a fucking mistake. He needs a bike. I like his little. What's a thick rug?
What need does the Flash have for a bike?
To blend in.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's like you can't just flash around everywhere.
You think the bike would disintegrate after going a little too fast on it?
He slows it down. He goes at human speed, and he goes down to the bodega for some plantains. What's this all about back here, James? Is that some sort of chemical thing? Is it matching his mouth?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Is that the Pepsi guy from the 80s?
No.
That one?
Skeletor.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it's not quite matching his mouth.
No,
but
it's not.
Maybe it is.
So, what do you know about the Flash?
He can run real quick.
Yep, that's pretty much all you need to know about the Flash.
Yes, that's his move. But they use it in cool ways. Like he's basically a time traveler.
Well, he can travel through time. I think in like a Bizarro world, he ends up like a version of himself from an alternate universe ends up sacrificing himself by running so fast that he ages and crumbles into dust or something.
That's
like
the craziest shit I ever heard. Don't ever fucking say that again.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm going to believe you. No, he doesn't. He's not time traveler. Whatever you said, it sounds like time travel. But I'm saying like he slows down time because he's so quick. That's the way they show it.
Bullet time if you want.
Which we'll see here. In fact, let's get back and do another play of a thing here.
Barry Allen.
Whoever you're looking for, it's not me.
Yep, there it is, slow motion. Yeah,
now, how
Barry
awkward
Allen.
would it have been if that was just Barry Allen's friend and Batman kills him? He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. He said, that was your roommate?
Whoever you're looking for, it's not me. I'm not Barry Allen.
Yeah.
And then he has to have a closed casket funeral because he's got a bat sticking out of his face. So
and I guess Batman doesn't give a crap about his identity anymore. He's just carrying those things around.
Yeah, that's true.
If he was going through an airport, the guy behind him in line would see that in the bin.
Yeah, the stack of batarangs. Yeah, totally. I like that he's running there. He's moving his arms. He's got lightning and stuff. Look at him go, James.
It seems like that'd be a very hard way to see from his perspective. If that's what it looks like when he's traveling at that speed.
Well, that's his part. Oh, you're saying all the light and stuff.
Yeah, all that lightning would just get in your way.
Yeah, lightning does not make a good helmet. You don't want lightning right in front of your face.
Yeah, so he's essentially approaching the speed of light. Is that what we're trying to say here?
I wouldn't try to get into the physics too much of it. I mean, mass can't go the speed of light. Only light can go the speed of light.
This is a DC movie. Yeah. So
well, they're gonna make shit up and make it all. I'm not gonna hold that against them. They got it. What are they gonna do? Just show like a guy standing in one spot and then he's standing in another spot? What is this? The fucking 1960s British TV?
It'd be pretty funny though.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, yeah, I hear you. I think that's a good point. But what I was gonna say about the Flash, I don't know. I got nothing.
That he got to start by flashing people.
Yeah, that's right. He's in his pee-pee is made out of lightning. Okay, so let's hear what he says.
Looking for, it's not me.
Yeah, I want to see that. Look at the face he makes, though. Hey, this is the same way that he pays for his meals and stuff at the grocery store. He flicks his credit card. He turns around all angry and flicks his credit card at somebody. Take that, cashier! And then now watch, slow motion time. That's pretty good. He just reaches up and grabs it. And he's picking up a Bruce Wayne toss. That's pretty impressive. Now, those batarangs can't be cheap, man. Although he's rich. He's right. That's his whole thing.
Yeah, so what does it say here?
Yeah. Well, here.
Is it Batman?
You're the Batman.
You're the Batman?
Okay, so this is Batman kicking a parademon on Apocalypse.
Yeah, let's get into this a little bit. That's pretty cool. They missed 2 shots. One shot goes there.
What is he attached to, though?
Why are you asking such questions, James?
I mean, it looks like there's a sky above him.
Well, there's scaffold. Maybe there's like a big tower. Maybe there's a cape, or not a cape, a cliff. You know, like it is funny, like in the video game, when you're Batman and you want to like, he just shoots straight up, no matter what's up. He'll just like, it'll just be his thing. So, you know, you gotta kind of suspend your disbelief there. Take that, Parademon. Is that even him, or maybe that's another guy?
That looks, I believe that's a parademon, because you see the wings coming down, or...
Is that the wing?
I don't know. I'm no expert, but I would suspect that that's the case.
It could be the main villain, though. What's his name?
Steppenwolf?
Steppenwolf Theater?
Maybe. I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll see.
But it's fairly safe to assume that they're on Apocalypse right now.
That's the planet, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they've brought Apocalypse to Earth. Maybe they're fucking shit up, and the superheroes are bringing it all back. Look, it's doing a forward roll, just like in gym class, and they used to make me do awkward rolls. Even when I was a child, I was terrified of becoming paralyzed. You know, when you snapping your neck. I was like, fuck, why would you make me do this, you stupid teachers? I was a very weird kid. Oh, look, he's got a light on his thing. He throws a thing. He's throwing his, it's his Wii U. He just tosses his Wii U.
You got to call it Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch. Times. Well, I know, but you don't throw away your Switch. Why do you think he's throwing away his Wii U?
He's very rich. He pre-ordered like 6 of those things.
James, he can't afford 6 Switches. He can only afford 5. And that's why he's throwing his Wii U at this guy. And look at him. He's like, oh!
It's clearly his Samsung Note Galaxy Note 7.
yeah, the one that explodes. Look at his background here. This is
they like recalled them and he bought them all.
Yeah, they just turned. He sharpened little corners onto him. This guy's like, oh, I'm an Xbox player, and so that's I don't know. Is that the Parademons?
Looks like a Parademon to me.
Man, maybe. I don't know. There's another guy back there too. Look at him. He's just flexing his arm. He's just going, hey babes, hey, which way to the gun show? And then Batman blows him up with a bomb. All right, so keep pushing here. Let's just hit play.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
Uh-oh, heroes that will never come again. We got to go back and do these one shots.
Well, they said the age of heroes would never come again.
Yeah, I think I have the volume a little low on that shit. Well, whatever, who cares? So there's Cyborg, looking good. I like him. What's with the red in the chest? I don't know. It's just...
It's heartburn.
Yeah, he takes Tums. There's the Flash. He's checking out the lady. She's tall, and she'll kick his ass if she wants to. Oh no! Oh look, he's got some armor on.
In terms of raw power, though, does anyone even come close to Wonder Woman?
She's stronger than everybody.
I would say so.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess
but she can't move as fast as the Flash. Actually,
let's see how she handles water. Okay, let's see how she handles being a rope. You know, tanks and cops. I don't know. I have no argument. I don't know. Yeah, she has a sword, right?
Yeah. Well, and the Whip of Justice.
The Whip of Justice.
And an invisible jet, which they've not brought back for the movies.
Oh no?
No,
that's bullshit.
That's kind of hokey.
Yeah, whatever. I disagree. Justice. Oh no, he's diving forward.
He's got a 5-pronged trident.
Mm-hmm. That's because he's Jewish. That's his menorah. He's throwing it up in the air. I like this move here, though. I like stabbing with the...
Pins 2 of them.
Pins 2 of them, does he, huh? Yeah, let's watch
He
this.
pins a pair of demons.
Pins a pair of demons. Pins a pair of parademons. Here we go. Take that, jerks! That's pretty fun. Everybody likes it when bad guys get shot. Of course, these guys have stormtrooper disease where they can't hit a motherfucker with a laser gun.
Do you think he can recall his trident once it's thrown? Sort of like a lightsaber?
I would just love it if he was really weak on land, like his legs sucked. Like
we just spent the rest of the movie trying to get his trident back up out of that really high up rock.
Yeah. He's just doing pull-ups on it. He's just doing chin-ups on his trident, going, ugh, oh yeah, your girlfriend wants to do me. Jason Momoa, that's his that's his title. Boom. Suck it, bitches. Okay, so just 4. Oh, nice. She does a little leg sweep.
Yeah, so
this looks like some kind of bank, maybe, or some sort of
so it's a
building?
little
maybe it's
weird to go from
tell.
Apocalypse to a modern bank area.
Well, we don't know if it's a bank. It's just a foyer of some sort of building. But yeah, they're going to be in buildings. I mean, that's just what superheroes do. They go into buildings and they beat up bald guys.
I mean, this is how she gets...
Bald guys are always evil.
No, she's just trying to get a roll of quarters.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
She's got to do laundry.
She's got laundry later on. She tried to use her whip, but the whip, I can't think of anything funny to say. There's a whip though. It's long. Look at that thing.
Yeah,
that's gotta be
as whips are.
Yeah.
You don't want a shoelace for a whip.
No, you do not. Okay, so she gets the guy. Does she actually get him? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's debatable.
Maybe there's a gun on the ground.
It's clearly OJ.
Because of the glove fit.
Yeah.
Well, he's been acquitted. This guy's also OJ. That looks like Jeffrey Tambor. No, not him. Jason Statham.
There you go.
I get those two confused a lot. Oh, my ankle! And then she gets up and she's wearing a cool arm thing on one side, not on the other side.
So it's important to note she is not in costume. I mean, she is in costume right now. Typically, when you see her in like the human world, she is in her alternate persona. Now she's in full battle mode. So something is going down in that bank or whatever that place is.
Yes, there's shit has hit the fan, as we like to say in the fan industry.
Yeah.
So he's flying through some sort of tunnel
And
here.
this is Cyborg's basically saying, I'm Iron Man too.
I am Iron Man.
And then it closes up. I mean, come on. This is Iron Man's move.
If they have the shot from inside the camera, inside the
Does he only have one eye?
Yeah. James, you don't need two eyes. Not when you're Cyborg. This is his third eye right here. This is his second eye right here.
Okay.
That's why it's on his chest. If they have that same shot, that Tony Stark, Don Cheadle shot with the lights around
that would
their
be
face,
a bit much.
It's like, come on. Knock it off. Moon, we got a good moon. Everybody loves that. Boom! Who do you think that is? Is that that Cyborg?
Well, the last thing we saw was Cyborg flying up, so I can only assume it's him.
Let's watch him come out of the cloud again. Take that, cloud! Uh-oh. So those are the wings.
So they can fold him back
But are you
down.
sure that's not the bad guy?
I'm fairly... You think that's Dark... No, I don't think that's Darkseid.
Darkseid?
Darkseid,
No.
Steppenwolf.
Yeah, Temple Wolf or whatever the fuck his name is. Look at the Flash. He's not even making a facial expression. He's just looking at him. Look how quickly he moves.
Now,
What is this, Ant-Man?
Just his motion of moving, do you think that would electrocute everyone around him?
One would hope. Maybe it makes their back hair stand on end. So did he dodge the shot? Is that what's going on here?
If he's standing too close to the edge of a street and a bus comes by and he jumps back really quickly, is he going to fry everyone sitting on the bench behind him?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the world's worst murderer. He is wanted. He's in the top 10 list of the FBI. He's numbers 1 through 10.
Yeah, they'll be dead, but their iPhones will be charged.
Yeah, yeah. But they're All right, so boom, take that, jerk. Oh, look, he moves around. We got to back up a little more. This all happens real quick. Then he turns and he goes back over there, and then the guy tries to shoot him, and then he goes right behind him. Oh, oh, look, he hit the wall. There's some damage effects. That's pretty fun. That's what it looks like. That's what the wall looks like when I punch it. When it turns out McDonald's stopped selling breakfast at 4 in the morning because they closed at 3. All right, take that, jerk, and he pushes him. Oh, he just nails him right through those double doors. Dumbledores, huh?
Dumbledores.
Boom. So that's kind of a good example of how the Flash looks.
I mean, if I had to be one of these guys, I think I'd want to be the Flash.
Really?
Yeah, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah, he kind of gets things done real quick.
I would not want to be Cyborg.
Yeah, that's not Cyborg.
No, I said I would not want to be Cyborg.
I got you. Yeah. So yeah, this guy just takes a header right off the wall there. He looks like he's a cigarette just flying in there, and he's wow. Yeah, Cyborg is kind of lame because he's already been done. But
yeah, it's almost like the Flash can take his costume off and be normal. Bruce Wayne can do the same thing. Aquaman can pass as a human. Wonder Woman can do it, but Cyborg, can he take that off?
He can only put on makeup.
Yeah.
So he ends up looking like the guys from White Chicks. Just totally freaky and weird. All right, so this is
you gotta play this.
This is the Flash talking with Bruce Wayne. And they're going. Bruce Wayne is making up a little bit money as an Uber driver here.
Well, he just took him back from the optometrist, so he can't open his eyes.
Yeah, yeah. He's been hanging out with the who's the guy? The fucking X-Men with the eyes.
Cyclops.
Cyborg. Oh wait, no, he's Flash.
What are your superpowers again?
I'm rich.
Nice line. Let's slow it again. What are your superpowers?
But is he really
again?
keeping his eyes closed? I mean,
What are your superpowers again?
No.
I'm rich.
He blinked. There's a blink in there. Watch. He just is like squinting because he's thinking it through. He's just sort of. It's called a furrowed brow. So watch. There's a blink in there. There it is. See the blink? Yeah, he's
so
not
fast you can barely see it.
Well, that's how
It's
quick.
almost like he's the Flash.
It's almost like all of our eyelids are the Flash.
Yeah.
You ever think about that?
I'm rich.
I do like that. That's funny. Now look, it gets up on its legs like it's an AT-AT or AT-AT.
So I believe this
Gonna
is
start crawling
called...
around like it's fucking arachnophobia in this.
I'm glad you said crawling, because I think that vehicle is called the Nightcrawler.
Was that Batman's car?
Yeah.
Wow. We got wheels. We got airplanes. we got motorcycles. Let's do something that crawls around like a bug.
Yeah, and they have to name it after the same name that one of the X-Men has.
Yes, which is in that movie X-Men Apocalypse, starring an Egyptian guy, and it's fucking terrible. There we go. Oh no, look out. Everybody be careful, it's Batman!
And they're playing like a Beatles song with like a modern twist to it.
Yeah.
Come together.
Kind of like a rock version of it.
Yeah.
There he goes. He's having a good time there. And, oh, okay. Now, what is he, back inside his car? Hey, look at this guy's utility belt. Either that or he's coming back from his toll booth job. Yeah. Do toll booth people, they don't wear it on their belt, do they?
I don't think so.
That's like, I haven't seen that in a long time. Okay.
He collects the quarters from the parking meters.
Yeah, and he steals from fountains.
Yeah.
So he destroys wishes. So what's he doing crawling around? He's closing a door. He's having some kind of battle here. Here, let's just back it up and watch it in full screen, or full speed, starting from here. Alright, hard to tell what he's doing.
So he lands in his vehicle and he rights it. So he's just basically him getting into his car.
Yeah, got it. He's just getting into his car. He's just, that's how I get into my car too.
Yeah, and then he says something epic, I hope.
Well, let's find out.
My turn.
My turn to say something epic. That's pretty cool. Do you like that they have the permanent scowl in his mask?
No.
Just the lines. That's extra furrow.
Yeah, that's what I would usually say, like when my sister would get off of that 25-cent thing in front of the grocery store, you know, the little rocket ship that you ride.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
My turn.
My turn.
Get her off. Yeah.
Yep. I'd say that too.
thing.
I'd say that to my sister when she would get off the mechanical bull.
Yeah, and this happened last week.
I don't have a sister. I wish I did. If I did, she'd probably be hot because I have good genes. There's I was gonna say something about his oh yeah, this is a furrowed bro. Boom, boom, boom,
Okay,
boom, boom.
so more parademon fodder getting torn up by Batman's car.
Blasted. Oh, right over the Wonder Woman. There's her sword.
I don't think she needed the help.
Is this a sword of justice? What is her sword called?
I'm sure it's got a fancy name, but I don't know.
What's the whip called?
The
tickle
lasso of truth?
The tickle me hell no.
I don't know.
All right. Oh, what's that?
That's the leg of the car, I believe.
That might be the car. Yeah, that's the car. Yeah, look at that. Oh shit, it's climbing up vertical, man.
Yep, it's like a spider.
What if it like just planted it's like it right down here, but she was over there and it just crushed her calf muscle?
Would not hurt her.
Her tibia.
She's
is
Wonder Woman.
What is it? The tibia and the fibula?
Yeah, something
is
like that.
Below the femur. It's just, there's a way of describing bone breaks. They call it a tree branch break. You ever heard of that?
There's a compound. I've heard of tree branch. I've heard of.
But the tree branch is like if you've ever snapped a tree branch.
Or it splinters.
It splinters into shreds. So it looks like pasta, or it's horrible. It's like
would not happen to Wonder Woman.
To think of your bone breaking like that, though, is like holy fuck. That's not just a crack. Can't believe that we have bones. It's so weird. We all have skeletons.
There's a spooky skeleton in all of us.
Ooh, that's why for Halloween I like to hang James on the door because he has translucent skin, and children hate him.
Too.
So yeah, look, there's other stuff shooting at him. They're having a nice. Oh, she's getting up. It looks like there's her sword. Oh, I'm pointing with my finger. I should be using the digital finger. There it is, right there. There's the car. They're in some kind of tunnel thing. Maybe it's like a nuclear launch silo. Maybe it's some sort of lair. Oh, what the fuck?
Now, is
a
this
different movie?
I know it feels like that, but we saw in the very beginning of the film the football trophies.
Yeah.
So can we assume that that's Cyborg without his cyborg thing on, or there's a big football?
Yeah. I think he got hurt. Maybe he was
a flashback.
He was probably an athlete and a football star, and then like his
he sprained his ankle and had to become a full cyborg.
Turned into some sprained his ankle. But like it was just his ankle, so he just kept getting more and more injuries just to work up to his head. But or it was like some Friday Night Lights shit. Like he had his neck severed, and like the only way to bring him back to life was he had to become a cyborg guy.
Could be,
sort of that sort of thing. Hey James, I gotta take a shut. Shut.
All right.
I don't know what that means. It's not funny. All right, so he's slow motion in a snowstorm. Okay. She's screaming and stabbing something.
Now we can't see what she's stabbing. We know that's her sword.
Yep.
Or is that her sword?
I think that's her shield in front of her.
Right, so we can't see what she's stabbing, but can it be assumed that she's destroying a mother box?
I think she caught a squirrel. She has a squirrel in her hand there, and so she's killing it, because that's how they cook their meal.
Yeah, because it looks like what she's thrusting down into there is glowing, so it might not be her sword, or the light is just catching the sword. Actually, no, look at that. It's like some sort of weird energy arcing off of it.
It's like she's got something wrapped around her arm there.
So I think my money is on she's destroying a mother box.
She can't get a bottle of wine open. She's just like, when will it open? I need my booze. There's him back there. This is him doing Khal Drogo.
He's just trying to be useful.
Yeah.
She's doing all the work.
She's doing all the...
He's like, do you need hydration?
But is this her shield? We should know.
Yes, that is her shield.
That is her shield. Okay, cool. I like it. All right. Yeah, she is scantily clad. They're never going to have a female superhero who is not scantily clad. They're always going to be... I mean, they're not going to be clad. What's the opposite of scant?
Heavily.
Heavily clad. Okay, so then did she just blow that up?
Okay, this is clearly a city.
No, those aren't people. These are buildings.
No, it looks like if you look to the this part of the screen where I'm pointing, those look like modern buildings, but it looks kind of weird out to the sides.
Almost like it's like an alien culture sort of.
Yeah, it's like
sci-fi.
I would like to think that maybe they were using the mother box to merge 2 dimensions to bring apocalypse to the modern time, and it was overriding the city, and they destroyed it, and that's dispelling the merging of the dimensions or something, possibly. I don't know.
Wow, your theory is way better than mine. I was just thinking this was like they had a little too much Taco Bell. I don't know, these guys, are these people? Or is it just structures in the weird landscape or something?
I like to think those are part of the alien landscape that's kind of coming into the world, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Yeah, that could be. These are almost like shipping containers.
I mean, those could be trees, but I don't...
Yeah, it's hard to say. And, you know, if there's one place that superhero movies like to end up, it's the docks.
Yes.
Oh, we got to go down to the docks. You ever see Daredevil? Motherfucker just runs around on the docks, beating people up with a pipe. What a thug. That guy's a goon, Daredevil. What a piece of shit. Why don't you get a job, okay? I mean, what?
He is a lawyer.
He's a lawyer, that's right. But and knock it off, beating people up. It's not nice. All right, so we got, is this the Flash? I think so. No one else? Who else?
No, that's the Milkman.
Well, maybe by being
He's late.
He's lactating. Maybe by being close to the others, they can absorb into his energy, and they can also run as fast as he can. Does he get to share his power?
I would think that if he were to have someone travel with him, like grab hold of someone to go at that speed, I think their neck would just snap.
But you know that thing where it's like, oh, as long as we're holding hands, you'll be fine. Like when you and I go to McDonald's.
Yeah, I don't think a human could withstand that kind of speed without disintegrating.
True. Probably not. Oh, wow.
Okay,
now suddenly we cut to the arrival.
This is important. Who is that?
April O'Neil.
Who is representing
Amy Adams.
Lois Lane.
Wait, is it not April? April O'Neil's the Ninja Turtles reporter.
Yes,
Do you think they all ever had sex with her?
Oh, of course.
When Splinter ran the videotape?
Yeah.
Or did he use chalk drawings?
Sure.
So this is Lois Lane.
Yes.
All right. Is she
looking into the sky?
Yeah. So she's looking up. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Superman's coming back.
Oh, did you just infer this, or did you read
I inferred it.
James, you're brilliant.
Why would they show her if it's not going to have some sort of return of Superman?
Maybe she's moving on. Maybe she finally dealt with the grief. She went through the process people go through. Everybody has different coping skills. Maybe she finally dealt with the grief of loss of her boyfriend, and she's dating someone new, and she has a type. Her type is super. So she dated me, because I'm super. And I do a good Batman voice. Yeah, no, I'm totally joking around, but you're obviously nailing it. I think you're. What if her head exploded with like a red beam because he's still like a little rusty?
Oh,
oh, my wife. I mean, my girlfriend. That's my Superman impression. But you're right. So, can you say 100% Superman? This is a Superman hint.
I think most of the movie you're not going to see Superman, but I think there's going to be something that's going to basically cement the return of Superman by the end of the movie.
Okay.
And I think that she's in it purely for that reason.
Okay. Theory number 2. I think you're totally right. This is exactly what they did to try to egg on nerds like you and me. Theory number 2, she's staring at a gigantic black egg that's elongated, and it's filled with elephants that squirt ink into a aquarium, and they turn into circles, and then she talks to them, and Forrest Whitaker is there for some reason. That's my other theory.
Is that a spoiler for another movie?
It's not a spoiler. Have you not seen
Have
Arrivals?
you arrived at the spoiler?
Yes, we've all arrived at
no,
it. In fact, I'm working on an animated parody of The Arrival, and it's taken me 3 months.
The thing that you started like after seeing it in theaters?
Yeah. But you know what, James? When you have depression, it gets the process gets stretched out sometimes. That's really. I'm gonna get it done.
Press on nails.
Yeah, depression.
Okay, that's
fine.
That was scraping the bottom of a barrel that should not have been open.
No, it's okay. You can make light of my ailment. That's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna sue you. I want to fucking sue you. All right, there he is. This is him on a date. This is him having an orgasm. I can't. It's not even. It's hack. It's so hacky. My fucking shitty brain. Is he stabbing downwards? Oh yeah, he was using his trident to form some sort of
He's also a plumber.
Yeah. I don't like fresh water.
He's a saltwater creature.
Yeah, he's just saltwater. He's just struggling because it's messing him up a little bit.
So it's kind of hard to tell. Is he being attacked by Mira, or is Mira, the queen of the ocean?
Oh, is she the villain of the Aquaman?
I don't think she's a villain. She's apparently the queen of the deep or whatever.
Okay.
So I would think that she would be an ally of his, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. She's got some guys. Those must be goons. Or those Parademons or whatever.
I would think that those would be like royal guard for her or something.
What's this thing here? Is this like a vending machine?
Yes.
Oh, look, there's the mother box.
Yeah.
Check it out.
There are multiple mother boxes.
Oh, okay. Of course there are. Of course there are. There's got to be multiple mother boxes. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense. But
I'm glad you didn't make the obvious crude comment.
About her cleavage?
No.
What? Mother box? About the vaginas?
Yes.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to say something terrible like that.
Okay, let's move on.
Why don't you back off? Just because it's completely wet? Sorry, that was not good. I like that she's got kind of bad ears, though. Look at her head. Look at this little tiara she's wearing there. It's got bad ears and stuff.
Look at the fish behind her.
Yep, those look like trigger fish. There's a fish called trigger fish. They have these. They look like footballs, and they're fun. So yeah, bubbles and stuff. Okay, all right. So she's not a bad guy or bad.
I don't know. She's dressed like a bad person, but I don't know enough about her to know whether she's bad or good. I would assume that she's good.
I'm gonna guess her and Aquaman have had little fish love. I bet you they've spawned. All right, she's.
Now Spawn is not in this movie.
Is that that's a superhero, right?
Yeah.
Spawn? Yeah. Is that like the Toxic Avengers' slightly more successful brother?
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah. No, I'm sure she and the Aquaman have had at it because they're like celebrities got to date celebs, man. You know how it works. Celebs don't date regular people. I met Angelina Jolie. I asked her out, and she told me to go fuck myself.
So
hey,
you
Billy
did.
Crudup. Is that Dr. Manhattan?
No, that is the father of the Flash.
Oh, the father. Okay. Well, look, he's in jail. What do you think? Do you think he did something wrong?
I read something about him somewhere being accused of killing his wife, but the Flash doesn't believe that to be true.
You got to get me out of here, boy.
So even
touch
though
my hand,
he could definitely get him out of there, but he's just not.
Well, he'd be committing a bunch of crimes and piss off these local sheriffs. Doesn't want to do that. Actually, they're guards. They're not sheriffs. I don't know. It's deputies. That's always a good word. Okay, so they're on the phone and not going so well. This guy's mad because he's got it's not an iPhone. He's a millennial, you know, just like you and me are, James. Yeah, okay, cool. So they're in jail. Something's going on with that family. They're going to have a bunch of backstories that will be convoluted. They're going to make the main storyline seem worthless.
So this is an epic battle on what is presumed to be Apocalypse.
Yeah. Now, are these the same people in that one shot from before, maybe?
What are those giant mechanical war machines?
Those are Batman's Batmobiles.
You think that's on the good side? Because I always got the impression that when you see a shot like this, the good guys are coming from the left, the bad guys are on the right. That's usually how it is, isn't it?
I can't picture.
Because as
Lord
the
of the
person
Rings,
watching,
the guy comes from the Gandalf charges the hill down from the left, and one of those.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to.
The audience feels like they're on the side of the one closest to them, though.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Foreground, background is
and there's all
different
this,
than
like,
left and right.
Like lava fire coming from that side, which makes them seem more evil.
Yeah, we've got the flying dudes here.
Yeah, okay, now we know the good guys. The flying dudes are opposed. I was right.
Yeah, and these are like
these are Amazonians.
Amazonians. So those are Wonder Woman's tribe, right?
Yes.
So she's summoned up all her sorority.
Yep.
She went and got her babes.
And they were all in such a rush, they just came right out of the locker room without any clothes on.
I mean, from a filmmaking perspective, from the way this camera swoops in, you can kind of, I mean, yeah, it's following the POV of these people, arrow going that way. And so then
And do you think it's possible
cut to...
What if those lines are just where the Flash has been running around?
Wait. Oh, these lines here?
You think so?
That's totally possible. Yeah, I bet you're right. It'd be cool if that was the case. Like, he left these trails behind him that were... Like, you couldn't step on him or he'd fuck you up. Like, he's killing a lot of his own people. But maybe they're like weird snaky weapons or something that are like just like energy surges that travel through the ground.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into this shot here. Now, this is not a recommended way to ride a horse. They do not. They don't teach this at horse riding camp.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, if you go back down to where she gets off the horse, what force is propelling her upward? Is this like a potent fart or something? I mean,
it cut in there. You know, she was probably just down there. I think she could have bent her knees and gone for it.
So she was standing on the horse prior to that.
This lady looks like this spear is about to stab her right there. Yeah, she was standing, like those guys that ride around on their bicycles and they get hit by cars and stuff.
I will allow it.
Yeah, I get it. I hear you, though. Like, if she stood from If there, we need a few more frames.
But you
to
would
be
think
able to
that the
tell.
force of Wonder Woman jumping off a horse would just immediately snap the back of the horse and it would collapse into a heap of death.
Yeah, if that's is that Wonder Woman.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's Wonder Woman, but it's an Amazonian.
Yeah.
Who has similar powers to Wonder Woman.
Oh, are they all similarly powered, or is she like the best one?
I think she's probably the best one, but they're all fairly formidable.
You know they don't like her. You know she's got to be obnoxious because she went off to the big city to chase her dreams. She abandoned them in their small town. Yeah. Look at this weird. Hold on the right. What's that? Some kind of circle going on there? I don't know.
Okay.
Not enough evidence to tell what it is. By the way, we're asking a lot of horses in this fight here, man. And charging at a bunch of alien monsters with some gigantic mech things. Yeah. Oh, is there like a bigger one over there, or is that? I think it's up.
This was the first time Julia Roberts could get work in years.
Yeah. Wait, she's the mech things?
No, she's being jumped off of by the Amazonian.
Oh, I forced you to say what you were saying. Ha. Yeah, you're right. She's got her legs are 88 inches long. Did you know that? That's a quote.
All four of them?
Yes, all four of them.
I'm saying she's a horse.
Yes, totally. Okay, so is that the Batmobile? Or is
that is the Nightcrawler.
No,
maybe
that's
not. I don't know. It's a more heavily armored.
No, that's the Batmobile. It's the same car in Rocket League.
So does he have it on Apocalypse, or is he back? He's still on Earth.
Yeah, he's back on Earth here. Here, let's go a little speed on this one. That's pretty cool. I'm digging it. Pretty good gunshot noises.
So Batman did not get invited to the other dimension / planet / whatever the place it is.
Well, we don't know that quite yet. I mean, this could be from a different part of the film.
Well, he's the only one that's really, I mean, the Flash, I guess you could say, is human, but...
I mean, it would be safe to say that this is the final battle, probably. Yeah. Although this is what I hate about trailers, because they fucking reveal it. Should be, if I ever become king, I'm going to make it illegal to show anything from a movie that's not in the first 30 minutes. Oh yeah. So I mean, if this is the final battle, they're showing way too much, obviously. But I doubt they're going to bring up the Amazonian women early. It's my main reasoning for that. Plus, it's a gigantic set piece.
They are showing a lot, but I don't think that they have conclusively showed the main villain.
Not quite. Not unless this is him. Maybe he was the first guy to show up there. I mean, did you look up photos of him and stuff?
No, I mean, it's just I've read speculation that it's the Steppenwolf guy, but I don't know what he looks like.
Maybe people don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think that Batman will show up at that final fight though, or something. He's got to show. I mean, a lot of these superhero movies, hey, you go over there, you got to fight the thing. You go, somebody go get the box. Everybody, oh shit, we don't have any ice. Somebody go to CVS, pick up some ice. So they all get split apart. Then they all reconverge because you know what the lesson of all superhero ensembles is, James? Just the same reason you and I are such a successful YouTube channel. Teamwork. Goddamn fucking right it is. All right, so there's Batman. He's wearing his best Ray-Bans, looking cool, looking good. I got his exact amount of facial hair. Take that car. Okay, there's... Oh,
and
look, that's Wonder Woman.
Wait a minute. So is it safe to say that during the final fight it's potentially possible that Wonder Woman is back on Earth with Batman and she doesn't go there, but instead she sends the Amazonian fortress there on her behalf?
Yes, if this is occurring at the same time
in tandem.
It could totally be a different sequence. One could expect multiple instances of action in an action film, in a superhero movie.
I think this is going to be more of a talking heads drama piece.
Yeah. It's this mumblecore. This is like The English Patient, where they just show like 45 seconds of awesome war, and then it's a 2.5-hour movie. Here's a quick story. I'm old, and that came out when I was in high school, and I was not a popular kid, but my brother was, and I got all excited about The English Patient, so I convinced about 6 or 7 17-year-old guys to go 16 and 17-year-old guys to go to the movies to see this amazing war movie. And we went and saw The English Patient, and that's the last time anybody ever listened to any idea I ever had about it.
It won an Oscar though, didn't it? Best Picture?
Yeah, but it was just a fucking guy falling in love with a nurse for four hours. It was horrible. I brought 17-year-old. I was 6. I mean, I was that age too. It wasn't like it was now. I'd be weird if I was hanging out with 17-year-olds. But I fucked it. That was bad. I thought it was all war. The commercials looked amazing.
You abduct young boys and make them watch The
Come to watch The English Patient with
in your
me.
basement.
It puts the DVD in the slot. It puts the DVD. Okay. So there she is. She knocks over the guys. Here, that's a cool sequence here. Boom, bitches, take that. Yeah, street cleaners are going to come by.
She does a lot of posing in these movies.
What they all do.
It's kind of her thing, though.
Yeah, she lands and she makes a cool move, kind of like me after I take a poop. It just get the blood flowing back in my thighs because I'm usually on my phone, and sometimes hours go by and my legs go numb. All right, Cyborg. This is his action moment here. Ready? She gets to knock 2 dudes off the Batmobile and then make a cool stance. Now Cyborg gets to breathe a little bit. I don't know. That's funny. Aquaman, he's dodging stuff. Look how he swims. He kicks. He doesn't grow fins.
No, it doesn't need them.
Doesn't grow. By the way, these holes in his knee in his blue jeans would create a lot of drag.
No, that actually happened from boat propellers, like, you know, porpoises, manatees. Yeah, they have the scars.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like it. All right, this is already what, 2 hours? What the fuck?
Yeah, this is getting ridiculous.
This is insane. What the hell? Okay, so there's the guy. He's doing a bunch of flashy stuff. Got good thighs, probably.
Her doing one of her poses. So obviously that she is landing, and this has got to be Apocalypse, because this is going to be one of the end scenes. You can tell by the set pieces around her.
This is called editing here. Look at her. That's her, and then she just is sort of pretending to land. Look at that. Let's just watch this pretending to land stuff. I just love thinking about the actor. How many takes did they get? All right, reset. Okay, honey, just kind of stand up and then squat and then stand up like you just landed. Okay. Oh yeah, awesome. He spins his little trident. Aquaman's looking nice and thin. I mean, not Aquaman, Cyborg. And there they go. They're all good. They all got long. Well, two of them have long hair, I guess. All right. Cool, James.
You think Cyborg gets, you know, self-conscious that people don't want to approach him because he looks like a cop car from a distance?
You have the blue and the red.
Yeah.
Does he go woo woo woo? Wow, they're in some sort of alien ship here, huh? Some kind of a crazy place. But this is the B team, though. This is you know, they're not.
Well, I mean,
she's a big deal, but she's not Batman and Superman.
Yeah, this kind of reinforces the idea that Batman got left behind on Earth.
Batman did.
Yes.
Oh, because they're alone. Yeah, yeah. Well, they might.
And the Flash is. I mean, probably he's not there because he already got there before. He probably like ran to the end of the dungeon and soloed the boss, and they just now got there and saw that he took all the loot and experience.
Yeah, yeah. Soloed the boss. That's what I call jerking off. This is like the Mythbusters, though. Like Batman, Jamie Hyneman and Adam Savage are Batman and Superman. This is Tori Belleci, Grant Imahara, and fuck it, I can't think of her name. Shit, she's great. I like her. She's Tori. No, they're who's the. I just don't want to say the girl because that makes me sound like a sexist.
It's the only name you can't pull out, though.
What's her name? She's gorgeous.
I know her face. I just don't
know
her
I know her. I've seen that show a million times. I just can't think of it right now.
You ever seen White Rabbit?
Point is, yeah, I have seen White Rabbit. It's good. Point is, it's not about the gender. Fuck. I'm just saying the Mythbusters have the B team and the A team. That's all I'm saying. So now they just dispatch the B team off on some mission. That's good. I like to see them all working together. Carrie Byron. I knew it. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's good to see you.
Uh-oh, who's that guy?
Good to see you playing well with others again. Just like a bat. I dig it. Maybe temporary.
Oh, they're going to be slightly annoyed at each other.
Who's the guy that Simmons is playing?
Commissioner Gordon?
Yes.
Yeah, of course he is. He's wearing a mustache that smells like coffee.
She's there. You know what he says right after the scene?
No.
Not my tempo. And then he pushes Batman off the dock.
Is that the Whiplash reference? I've never saw the movie. I saw the short film it was based on.
You need to see it.
I do. I actually really want to see it. And then he got all ripped for it, didn't he? J.K. Simmons got all ripped for some other movie.
Some other movie, not Whiplash.
Not Whiplash.
I'm the music teacher.
Roar! So yeah, he's let's just watch his final moment here.
Good to see you playing well with others again. Just like a bat. I dig it. Maybe temporary.
Yeah. He jumps forward.
Yeah, you made a good point earlier before we started watching it that is wholly unreal.
Is that even possible?
I mean, you got to have a suspension of disbelief in a movie like this. That's Cyborg flying next to him and he's jumping forward, even though the car is going like 200 miles per hour to begin with.
Yeah, we know the wind there is blowing his hair back, and yet he still has the muscle power.
I mean, he's Aquaman. He's not Airman.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe that is explain it. He's used to moving through the medium of water. This is a much less dense medium, aka air. Therefore, he does his fish strength. You know how like when you get a fish out of water, and they're all fucking strong and shit, and they flop around, and then your dad yells at you and tells you to quit being a fucking idiot.
Shouldn't his voice be like high pitched dolphin-like? Because that's how he's used to communicating underwater.
Yeah, he's got sonar voice. He's got that.
I want to see him initially emerge from the ocean, and he's got like one of those six-pack rings around his neck.
Yeah, he's stuck. He's got a body. He coughs up a bunch of Legos and bottle caps and stuff. Yeah, that's funny. He's got a blowhole. It's just filled with a mouse comes out of it. Not like a living mouse, like a computer mouse.
Okay.
Like an Apple IIgs.
This is getting
single
weird.
button mouse pops out of his blowhole. All right, yeah, so that's fun. They're driving. You think this stuff in the distance? This is like an alien invasion, like a merging of the realities?
Hey, this supports my theory, so I'll say yes.
That looks like a nuclear stack thingy, one of those nuclear smokestack things.
I will go with it.
I'll go with it too. I think we're both right, as usual. Is this Cyborg?
Yeah,
or is that another...
yeah, I mentioned that just a minute ago. That's Cyborg flying next to him.
Oh, you did say that. Yeah, that's right. I wasn't listening. So he goes up and he hits the big mosquitoes, and they go down, and he goes, oh! Stop sign. And then Cyborg turns around. So this is going to be one of those CGI cutscene movies.
No, they did this all live action.
Yeah, single
no
take.
special effects.
One take, all practical effects.
Yes.
Pretty exciting. So here, let's just watch this final moment real quick. They give a little nod. Hey, you down for going to that swingers club later? Yeah, of course. Cool. All right, good. Just keep your hair long so they'll let us in, because dudes aren't they don't let just guys go in there because it's sort of a thing. Boom. Oh, November. One of my favorite 12 months. Top 12. I fucked it up. All right, James. Well, there you go. It was what, an hour and a half about fucking Justice League.
Yep.
Shit. We gotta get better at this YouTube stuff. No wonder our channel's floundering. Well, there's lots of other reasons.
Was that an Aquaman pun?
Floundering. James, turn up the bass.
Wow.
Get it? Ace of Bass, my favorite band. All right, everybody. Well, there you go. We hit it. We reviewed it. We didn't review it. It's not breakdown of the Justice League. So thanks for finding our channel. Look in the description for links to other trailer breakdowns, and we're gonna do other shows and stuff. And we sometimes forget to finish them. I shouldn't say that out loud. But or if you're into video games, we also do a bunch of video game stuff on this channel too. And otherwise, we'll just be glad to keep an eye out for more trailers. We're gonna be doing this again. James, any final thoughts?
Nope.
Let me hear your best Batman. Just say I'm Batman.
Swear to me.
Swear to me. Swear to me.
These aren't hockey pants.
Swear to me. Fuck you. I want a divorce. Mom. All right. Bye, everybody.